What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. If you're coming to here, you watching this is on the premiere. So make sure that you're commenting in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a good thumbs up if you like what I'm talking about. You might not like it if you give it a thumbs down. Just tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. But today we're going to talk about episode 8 of Ahsoka, the season finale. Not gonna lie to you, I didn't, it didn't start off the greatest. Not gonna lie, but this show has been so amazing because I've seen the progression. I didn't like it at the beginning. Now you're going, I was like, man, it's slow, it's a little boring. Y'all know, y'all can check out the videos, but this show has completely gave me hope in Star Wars. That Star Wars is in good hands with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Oh my God, I was so amazed on it. I actually did not want to let this episode go, and it sat there like a little puppy because I was like, "Is there going to be more? Is there going to be more?" And it wasn't. And I'm like, "Damn!" It made me want to think about more. So I want to talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's get to the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? If it's your first time in here, again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. But if you're returning, you already know what question it is. The real question is, okay, let me just say, there's a little delay when I came in, but let me just say that I've absolutely positively loved this show. Yes, I complained about the character and the character development at the beginning, but Dave Filoni, I would never. Hey, I'm gonna tell you off tops. I'm never gonna question you again. This has been amazing. You know what I mean? All the characters that I'm getting to know, some of the areas, that we talked about that I've only played and like Jedi Fallen Order, like Dathomir and in the Sisterhood and all. Oh my God, it's just all been amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I love every minute of this show, and I hate to see this come to an end. I know that this is supposed to tie into the Dave Filoni movie, but man, I honestly cannot wait to see the movie. I cannot wait. So let me get into this particular episode and let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I completely enjoy every minute of this. This was amazing. This was awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all the things that I talked about before that I had issues with, all of that stuff went out the window once we start actually getting into the actual show. And once the show started picking up and it started doing its thing, I absolutely positively loved every minute of it. I'm not going to hold you. I loved every minute of it. So let's get to the beginning where we're looking at Thrawn's ship. You know what I mean? And again, I didn't watch Rebels, and I gotta go back, and especially after I finished with Jedi Fallen Order, I gotta go back and watch this. The reason why is because General Thrawn, Grand Admiral Thrawn is amazing. Oh my God, he is amazing, and the calmness that he has. You know what I'm saying? The way that he brings everything out, the way that he strategizes this has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? And we're sitting here, the Dark Sisters. That don't sound right. The Night Sisters. So we're sitting up here with the Night Sisters in Morgan. Let me get to my note. Why do I always do that? I always start off and then I have to go grab my notes and stuff like that. So give me just a second while I pull that up. But again, the way that is, especially when you're looking at the character of Thrawn Now I wish I would have grew up. Well, I didn't grow up with this because I'm a little too old. But I wish I would have got into this. Got into the Star Wars Rebels when it came out. And the reason why is because this is, if Dave Filoni was doing this in cartoon form, this is some of the greatest Star Wars stuff I've seen since Revenge of the Sith. I was just not lying. The way that this flows, the feeling that I got, I loved every minute of it. Now, Grand Admiral Thrawn was doing this thing, and and again, I love the way that they characterize Grand Admiral Thrawn because he's always thinking one step ahead. You not go catch him. It's almost like everything that you do, I got a counter upon a counter for it. You know what I mean? And he was just saying, don't assume that Ahsoka, who is a Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, do not take her lightly. Do not take her lightly. Now, Morgan Elsbeth, she became a Night Sister in this official Night Sister in this episode. And you see the Great Mothers gather around them. They start doing some chants, start giving them some magic. You know what I mean? To me, gave her the sword for Mortal Kombat. Anytime, or the green mist for Mortal Kombat. Every time you play with Shang Tsung, and that mallet start glowing green, you know what I'm saying? I guess your soul is mine. And look at Grand Admiral Thrawn again, always thinking one step ahead. He knew, what the key is. And then there is Morgan Elsbeth right now getting infused with the Night Sister magic. You know what I'm saying? And now she has a look. She's not as pale. I guess she, you give it a while and she'll probably get that pale skin. You know what I mean? But they made sure that she is now officially a Night Sister with the magic. They went and conjured up this sword. And I love that, this sword to me, and I can have anybody in the comment section tell me different, but this reminds me of a Wushu sword. You know what I'm saying? From I know it's a blade of a thousand. So I want to kind of, while I'm at it, I want to kind of look that up because I didn't get to, I was at work when I seen this episode, and I kind of want to see if that's something from Star Wars lore, since I don't know, but we're about to find out literally right now. Oh, and this was Talon's sword, and this is from Wikipedia. And this is canon. It's an anchor sword. It's the culture of the Night Sister created by Talzin. You know what I mean? So this is from the lore. A flaming green Iker sword was summoned by the ether by the Night Sisters matriarch Mother Talzin to duel Jedi Master Mace Windu during the Clone Wars. That's dope. That's dope. So they're bringing back something that, you know what I'm saying? If you watch Clone Wars, I know where that's from now. Duh, yeah, okay, yeah. So they brought back something. The Mother Talzin. So I do remember that. Now, I didn't watch a lot of Clone Wars, but I do remember that. So they brought back that sword. You know what I'm saying? And it's resistant to lightsabers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she was able to get it to recreate, in live action that fight between Mace Windu and Mother Talzin. I kind of knew, but I had to go and find out. But look at my man Grand Admiral Thrawn, man. I'm a fan of his now. And then we cut to the title sequence. I'm a fan of Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm a fan of a lot of. I've done grown some aspiration for some people in this show, and I know that I had my inquiries in the beginning. That was fine. I'm glad I had those inquiries because I've been burnt. I've been burnt by Marvel. You know what I'm saying? I've been burnt by the Book of Boba Fett because the Fat Man is my guy. What did they do to him? Oh my God, the seasons was trash. And then even in the Mandalorian, we cut from the Mandalorian just to be able to have some Ahsoka and Grogu time, which is cool. I ain't mad about that. But at least they didn't have a whole dedicated Mandalorian 2.5 in the Book of Boba Fett. We didn't get this. So Ezra Bridger, I'm about to say Ezra Miller. Ezra Bridger is, conducting this lifesaver. Who ain't like, yo, dog, I could be able to do that. He was like, man, you unorganized. And he was like, but still, I could be able to hook that thing up. I've been doing this thing for a long time. I trained your master how to be able to get, you know what I mean? Trained your master to be able to get a sword. You know what I'm saying? And I do like this. I do like this scene because uh Ezra Bridger is actually, you know what I'm saying, having flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? And I love the way that they do this. You know what I'm saying? In Star Wars, they kind of have that opportunity so they can be able to talk about the people who train them. You know what I'm saying? The master and Padawan is very important. You know what I mean? We look at Obi-Wan and Anakin. We look at Obi-Wan and oh Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get punched for this. Uh good Lord. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hell, I can't think of his name right now. Y'all put it in the comment section. Y'all know who Obi-Wan's master was. But I can't think of it right now because I'm halfway sleepy and I'm excited to sleep at the same time, so I can't think. You know what I mean? And you know, in this scene, just Huang is just kind of, you know, letting you know that, hey, Kanan Jarn, I made sure to you know what I'm saying, to train him too. You know what I'm saying? But Huang is just having, you know, he says something that was very important, and I'm glad it stopped right here. And I'm a full screen this so you guys can see it. He said, I'm old enough to know the relationship between a master and an apprentice. You know what I'm saying? And this is wise words. You know, I know as is as challenging as it is meaningful. You know what I'm saying? And this was wise words because this resonated with Sabine Wren, which Sabine, this is the thing that I like about Sabine. Sabine was actually one of the ones who, you know what I'm saying, willed the Darksaber. So if she willed the Darksaber way easily to Mando and Moff Gideon, all of them. So there was already something that was inside of her. And now I understand why Ahsoka was like, I just want to come back and I want you to be my Padawan. You know what I'm saying? Even after all this time, like my man Chill at the 40-year-old Padawan. Now we got the what? She got to be what? 20-something-year-old Padawan in this show. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had a feeling she was going to turn to the dark side, but no, I love this episode for her. There was a lot of growth and a lot of foreshadowing that we seen. You know what I'm saying? So this was awesome. And now in this particular scene, Huang is just telling them what happened to on the Purge of Mandalore. You know what I mean? And since he was gone that whole entire time, Ezra Jesus didn't know what's going. Tell me he don't look like he's channeling. Let me shut up. Anyway, so he felt for Sabine Wren, and this was awesome because, you know, it was based on her decision. Even though she had the decision to be able to do what she wanted to do, she allowed Sabine. Ahsoka allowed Sabine to make her own decisions, just like how she had to learn. She was learning that from Anakin to create your own path. Something that Phelan was telling I was about to call her Slim. What's her name? I'm about to get to it. Shin. I was about to call her Slim. So this was, like I said, this is great. This is what I was talking about when I was talking about the dialogue. Talking like human beings, talking like you got some sense, talking like you normally would talk. And once Ahsoka got the things that she needed to learn from Anakin, now based on this episode, I believe her force goes when she was on the brink of death in episode, what was that, 6? I believe it was Anakin's force ghost that saved her, got her into some training, had her, you know, get to why that you were my Padawan, why you were so special. You know what I'm saying? And then she could be able to teach that lesson to Sabine, why she was so special. You know what I'm saying? Why I do certain things that I do. You know what I'm saying? And I love this. He said, over the years, I made my fair share of difficult decisions, like walking away from Anakin. You know what I mean? That's something that she did. And she's not afraid to, you know, he said, often no one understood my reasons. But and again, this was except my master. And then she had the clarity because Force Ghost, Anakin, made sure to teach her the lesson. And that's why I think I like this episode. Was really, it got me in my feels. I'm not even gonna lie. That's why no matter what happens next, and I love this line, no matter what's next, I'm gonna be there for you. And you know how important that line is, and you know why this is so important for Anakin to come back, because we see Anakin come back at the end of Return of the Jedi. In the newer edition, they put, you know, young Anakin in. What I like about this is because it's almost a redemption story a little bit for Anakin and Ahsoka from Rebels. This ties that bow nice together. And now I really want to go back and see Clone Wars and Rebels and see, you know, the progression of her when she first became a Padawan and she was annoying as hell, you know what I'm saying, to now, all the things that she went through, you know what I'm saying, and now she's teaching her own Padawan the same things that Anakin told her to finish her training. That's all and this is awesome. This is all this was about, to let her know that, hey, you know what I mean, I got your back. All you need to do is trust the Force, follow the Force. You know what I'm saying? And I love this. Being a Jedi is not about wielding a lightsaber. This is awesome. And she also says it helps, but in this situation, and she's like, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? Train your body, train your mind. You know what I'm saying? In Ninja Turtles, you know, it starts in the mind, and the body will follow. But he said, trust in the Force. And I love the way that she looked at her. With this look, this look, like, look, all you got to do is trust in the Force. If you trust in the Force, stop thinking about, you know, lightsabers and Jedi stuff and all of this. Think about just the Force and just trusting into that. And I like that. I really like that. It's bothering me that I forgot Obi-Wan Kenobi's master, Qui-Gon Jinn. Jesus, man, where I wish I had the donkey of the day, but that ain't the same show that I run. And Grand Admiral Thrawn sent out the 2 TIE fighters. This was earlier. So yeah, Ahsoka and Ezra is holding that ship up. That ship is them TIE fighters is tearing that ship a new one. You know what I'm saying? Until they had a little quick burst to get up out of there. And then they crashed. So they was like, oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? So they had to go over there, make sure that they was good. You know what I mean? Everybody's in there was good. And again, what I love about the Star Wars, and this is what Marvel, you need to pay attention to this. Please, Marvel, pay attention to this. There was only one episode that wasn't, you know, that was under 40 minutes, I believe. Everything else was 40 to 50 minutes of great storytelling, great progression, great flashbacks, all of the stuff that you need to tell a cohesive story. That's all you need, is a cohesive story. And they did that in this episode. I loved every minute of this. He said, look, they're going to slow us down a bit, but this is all Grand Admiral. All Grand Admiral was trying to do is get stuff done. Everything is a chess match. He was using the TIE fighters as pawns. You know what I'm saying? That's all there is. You know what I'm saying? There's pawns. You got the ground fighters. They're pawns. You already know you got the Night Sisters. They're the queens. You know what I'm saying? They're the queens of this, you know, of this battle. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard stories about how you know, in the Tron trilogy, in the books, you know, how great of a strategist he was, or a war strategist. You know what I mean? And they're proving that. They're showing you in this story. They're showing you in this for those who haven't read it, who haven't got into the lore, who haven't saw Clone Wars. I mean, I'm sorry, Rebels. You know what I mean? You're getting all of this. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. This is where the sequel trilogies failed at. You got new characters because Clone Wars in Rebels was, you know, after the trilogy, before the prequels in after the original trilogy, of course. You know what I'm saying? But this was in that time period after the prequels. So they're telling you stories what happened in the Clone Wars. They're telling you stories that happened in Star Wars Rebels. You know what I mean? And this is what this is the story. All original characters, all characters that was created, more of a cohesive story. Yes, did they have more time to tell these stories? Yes, because there was a cartoon of this. They should have did that when they were trying to introduce these people in the sequel trilogies? Probably so. That way that the connections feels more organic and not just shoe-ins for nostalgia's sake. So they're going on to Grand Admiral Thrawn's ship. They're going into battle. They're raining fire like Thanos was. Again, I gotta give Grand Admiral Thrawn his props. Dude is he's one of the most. Now I love Darth Vader. Don't get Darth Vader, my dude. Anakin, oh, that's my dude. Don't get it twisted. That's my guy. But what I like about Grand Admiral Thrawn from this show, dude ain't flinch. It's nothing. Even when he found out this, he just said, "Don't take a layup," but he ain't scared. He ain't scared. I love that. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? And he's putting pieces in the play and ain't lift a finger. He's just putting pieces in the play, and I love that. So they go in. You know what I mean? The stormtroopers come down. They start raining fire. I'm not gonna lie. This was a little weak from Ahsoka's part, but again, I played Jedi Fallen Order. And the guy, Cal Kestis moves a little bit faster than that, but you know what I mean? He was like, "Hey, make sure you get the blaster." So she got the blaster. She's, you know what I'm saying? She's blasting away while Ezra and Ahsoka do the lightsaber work. Great strategy. Use what you know by being a Mandalorian. You know what I mean? And we could take these fools out, and they did. You know what I'm saying? Now, at this time, the Night Sisters is working their magic. You know what I'm saying? Man, I swear, when I played Jedi Fallen Order and they did this was amazing. Not even gonna lie. Now you got you know what I'm saying, these night troopers now that's using the Night Sister magic. And it's awesome because you get to see that in Jedi Fallen Order. For me, still playing that game, I haven't beat it. You know what I mean? But I'm still in the story mode. You know what I mean? It's like I got excited because I'm like, damn, I just went from Dathomir, got my double lightsaber sword, got to fight some night troopers and all of that, got to see some you know what I'm saying, the Night Sisters, and they're doing this in live action. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for Cal Kestis to come into the fray. You know what I mean? And this is a hell of a shot. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra fight. You know what I'm saying? This was awesome. So, of course, this is their platforming stage where they have to keep going up the ladder, you know what I'm saying, until they got to who we need to get to, you know what I'm saying, because they're trying to stop Grand Admiral Thrawn. And she was trying to tell him, hey, this is Anakin's Padawan. Don't take her lightly. It's going to be problematic. So, you know what you got to do, cuz, you know what I'm saying? You're in the forefront. So now you have Morgan Elsbeth, who just got the sword of talent. Yeah, you're gonna have to use that though. You got to go out there and make it happen. So she goes out and she already knows. She said for the Empire, he said for the Empire. She said this is for Dathomir. You know what I'm saying? So again, they got to go through the platforming stage where they get bomb rushed. The enemies spawn, and just like in true video game fashion, you go and you fight the mini boss. And right now, the mini boss is Morgan Elsbeth, and that's a dope scene with her with the sword, you know what I'm saying, with the talent sword. She's ready for battle. Sabine goes in. Ahsoka goes in. You know what I'm saying? They have they battle going out. Now this was a lot of great choreography. They did it at to me, you know what I'm saying? She's practiced a lot. She's doing more. Morgan Elsbeth looks more like this is more of a wushu tactic. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying? Now I watched, you know what I'm saying, a lot of wushu martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Which, coming soon, martial arts Monday. So make sure you guys are checking that out. And also, Chucky's episode breakdowns are gonna come out too, especially if it's a spooky season. I'm gonna make sure to do that for you too. So again, we're in the platforming stage, and now You messing with side mini bosses. You know what I'm saying? Real night troopers. Like the dudes that you literally fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the dudes that you fight in Jedi Fallen Order will snatch you up and toss you. All of this is a power play. All of these people are expendable. And that's why I really like this episode, because it showed Thrawn already knew these people are expendable. Now, this is the part that I like. I gotta play this out. This is the part that I like. I start clapping. I was like, please use the force. Please use the force. Please use the force. Do not let her not be force sensitive. And when I seen that lightsaber move, I got excited. Oh, did I get excited? Oh, and then she got it in her hand, was like, Yaga. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take that to your dome, sucker. You know what I'm saying? Ezra knocked the other dude's head clean off. You know what I mean? And then you go back, Ahsoka and Morgan Elsbeth is having a fight, and this is the fight that they needed to have, because they fought each other in that little small scene in The Mandalorian when she had that Beskar spear. You know what I'm saying? She took the Beskar spear from her. You know what I'm saying? Her and Mando, she got arrested. This was the payback. Now I'm powered up, cuz. What you want? You know what I'm saying? And this was awesome too. She just got her force power. She's trusting the force. And he was like, hey, if you run, I'll push you. I'll give you that extra step. And again, this is straight out of video. This is literally straight out of a video game. You know what I'm saying? She was like, go ahead and go. He got his steps. You know what I'm saying? He got to running. He jumped. He was like, I ain't gonna make that. And she force pushed him. Straight out of the video game. I loved it. I loved every minute of this. You know what I'm saying? And then stormtroopers doing stormtrooper things. You know what I'm saying? Look down like, he dead. He hanging on to the side of the building. Straight in the video game world. You know what I'm saying? And then bam. And then Sabine end up getting up there. And then we get back with Morgan Elsbeth and Ahsoka. And again, this fight was awesome. You know what I'm saying? They going at it. And for the first time, you see the stormtroopers just stop and watch the fight. Like, I mean, on some let them fight type joint. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you are not alone. I am here with you, because Sabine and she came in whooping that lightsaber like yaka. You know what I'm saying? Ezra come in, you know what I'm saying, with his lightsaber. People was over there getting tore up. She cut her light, and what I like, she cut her lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? Cut that second dual lightsaber in half. They going at it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. And I like that sword. And she took the sword, and that was fatality. Ahsoka wins. I love it. I love it. And there was like, Morgan is dead. She knew what the sacrifice was. You know what I'm saying? And that whole time was to separate Ezra from Ahsoka, because it would have been more dangerous to have Ahsoka on the ship than it was Ezra. You know what I'm saying? And so they get back to, you know what I'm saying? They get back to scrapping. You know what I mean? And she went to go get her helmet. But they already was like, oh, snap. They're getting ready to leave. You know what I'm saying? But of course, the ship is ready. Hu Yang and the Nolte's have been working on the ship. You know what I'm saying? Just to get it up in the air and get it rolling again. They went and they ran fire on the temple. So he's like, can we catch him? You're like, we could try. You know what I'm saying? So they went and tried to catch up with him. But again, this was dope. He said, open the channel, please. And he went and talked to Ahsoka. This is the first time they actually had a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And in this, it was like, Ahsoka-san, allow me to commend you on your efforts today. This is dope that I respect you. But you ain't about to come in and beat me today. You know what I'm saying? I regret we haven't met face to face, perhaps now we never shall. This is all foreshadowing the show. I really believe in that movie. They're foreshadowing all of this. So when you get to the movie, you know what I'm saying? You already know it's personal. He said, I know because I knew your master. You know what I mean? And she looked up like, oh, snap. She knew. You know, I conclude your strategies will be similar, because he knew he was cool with Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying? one wonders just how similar you might become, foreshadowing Ahsoka trying to go to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? It said this is where a Ronin such as you belongs. I mean, you know, the Ronin is the last Jedi. Technically, the Ronin is the last one standing. You know what I'm saying? The last of a dying breed. And I love that he saw that in her. She knows, you know what I'm saying, who her master is, what he's capable of. You know what I'm saying? And she done fought against him. So of course, you know what I'm saying? They go to chase him, and it was like, hey, Jecto Ceto, cuz they was out of there. Being super pursuit mode, kid. They was up out of there. They hit that. Look, they hit it so fast. I'm gonna show y'all. They hit it so fast and rocked the ship. I mean, they were gone. Like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Remember Ludicrous Speed from Spaceballs? That's what they hit. Ludicrous Speed. Hit them so quick, it damaged the ship. So they go down there, they talk to the 19, you know, and they kind of excited. I'm like, man, I'm glad y'all back. They was like, oh, Sabine. Now, mind you, Balin and Shin are on this planet still. They're still there. Now, Ahsoka also sees the bird, the owl. I can't think of the owl's name, but I know that that's the life force that she had. You see it in the background. You see it right there. Let me full screen this before I wrap this up. You see it right here. You know what I'm saying? In the background. Which, again, I know people was asking about that owl. I know that owl gave her life. You know what I'm saying? So they basically kept out. You see Shin going to the night well, the natives of this land, the native red troopers of this land, are basically this galaxy's Tusken, this land's Tusken Raiders, basically. And she held up her lightsaber. This man that carved, I know that that's him. He done carved a whole stone, you know what I'm saying, out of his face. You know what I'm saying? So, again, Balin, dope. Also, R.I.P. to Ray Stevens, because we don't know if his portrayal of this character is going to be recast and go forward. He is alive. He's on this planet, and I love that. Look at this. But this is okay. So I wonder, is this one of his ancient ancestors? I don't know. Somebody with more Star Wars lore. It looked like him, but I don't think he had time to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like his Padawan and his apprentice. You know what I'm saying? Like him and his Padawan. I could be wrong. This could be somebody from that planet, and he's getting back with his ancient ancestors. I don't know. So hopefully those will be answered. You know, hopefully this character continues and they just recast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it'd be easy to recast T'Challa, but I'm just saying it could be easy to recast. You know, so the character could go long. And they roll up to Dathomir, and I know that planet because I just left Dathomir. You know what I'm saying, on Jedi Fallen Order. Now I'm back. I think I'm on Sepho. So now I'm back on planet Sepho. You know what I mean? So this was all a plot. This was all a plan. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have all. We still don't know what's in here. They're going to Dathomir, the home of the Night Sisters, but we don't know who's in these caskets. So that's something we still got to find out. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Now, again, the security on Grand Admiral Thrawn's ship sucks because this man took a ship without authorization. Well, I guess because he took the ship, but there was a call that went out, and all he did was copy him and put a Luke Skywalker and took his armor. You know what I'm saying? So they pull up. General Zendula is there, and all these forces. You know what I'm saying? Along with Chopper. You know, and this was a long reveal. We know who it is, but Chopper automatically knew what it is. It's like, hey man, what's cracking? I ain't see you in a minute. And look at her face. She was like, Ezra, and he was like, yep, yeah. I kind of look like Jesus, but somebody give me a haircut. I need one immediately. I love the look of this. This is amazing. This was amazing. And now they're reunited. You know what I'm saying, in this universe. And then it cut to Sabine, them being on the planet. And again, they were looking out in the distance in here. And at first, I didn't know what to kind of make it is. And now and then, I mean, of course, the end of it, you know, already tells us. But it's funny, Sabine had the same feeling. She just had this feeling. You know what I'm saying? As she looked in the distance, and she's like, I just felt something from beyond the stars. And it's like, it's time to move on. It's time to go. So she looked, and she just had this feeling like, you know, I always feel like somebody's watching me. And somebody was, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was watching her. You know what I'm saying? And I know that Anakin is proud of Ahsoka. Let's just say it like this. I know he's proud of Ahsoka. I love, you know what I'm saying, that they did that. And I want to kind of skip forward a little bit because it pans out. Force Ghost Anakin sitting right there watching. And look at his face. It's like it's a bit of sadness and happiness. Like, I hate that she left, but I'm glad she got all the training that she needed. You know what I mean? And this was awesome. You know what I'm saying? And again, this gave me hope. And the first, yeah, and this is the end of the episode. In the first time when I did episode 1 through 3, I was like, please don't give me hope. Please don't give me a show that's actually good and I want more. I know that sounds funny, but that's where I was at. But this show did that. It gave hope. It gave clarity. It gave a direction of what Star Wars could be. And it was freaking amazing. And I loved it. Now I went back and I got a refresher of everything. I'm good. This was amazing. This was awesome. I can't wait to see what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have cooked up. What do you guys think? I absolutely love this. Again, y'all could go back, y'all can watch and say, yeah, I was a little sour, and I explained my sourness, but I came out. This was flipping amazing. So what did you guys think? Put it in the comment section below. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never, ever miss one of my videos again. Where is my outro at? I got to get up out of here, man. My forehead is screaming. Let's go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and Bob Hire, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.